Hello everyone, welcome to another Sunday Favorites. This is a series I'm doing on my blog and my YouTube channel where I am featuring some amazing products from our brand new annual catalog. The one I'm featuring today, the stamp set I'm featuring today, is the Just My Type set. This was not initially on my radar, but the more I saw done with it, the more I fell in love with it. So I had to purchase it. And then the more that I used it, the more that I absolutely loved it. So this is what we're focusing on today. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. That really helps my business grow. And if you like it, please subscribe to my channel. That also helps me out. If you are shopping, this is my June host code. All orders receive a PDF with 3 exclusive projects. Orders over $50 or more receive the make and take it that coordinates with that. So let's jump in. This is the card we're making. We're making a really fun fold card. We're featuring lots of elements from that stamp set on here. This opens up this way, and then this one opens up this way. Now, I don't know who originally created this card. I got a card similar to this, well, with this same fold, as a swap from a Stampin' Up! Event years ago, like maybe 10, 12 years ago. It was a long time ago, but I always keep that card because it is such a cute card and it is a really fun fold. And so I really like to work with this fun fold when I get a chance. So this is what I am featuring. Now, if you love the Just My Type stamp set, this is the stamp set that I'm featuring in my June card crate. The last day to RSVP for my June card crate is tomorrow, Monday, June 12th. So if you want more information on that, there's a link in the video description. Card crate is a class to go. You do it on your own time and you get 4 projects and $20 in products. So it's a great class value. So if you love this stamp set, make sure that you are signing up for Card Crate ASAP because the last day to sign up with payment is tomorrow. All right, let's jump in and make this card. Now, I have already done all the stamping, so we're going to kind of go through that. There's a lot of stamping on here and there's a lot of fussy cutting, and so I did all of that in advance so that we wouldn't have to do it. So let me just talk about really quick what I stamped and what I fussy cut from the stamp set. So I have the little typewriter here. I stamped this in Berry Burst on some basic white cardstock and I fussy cut that. Also in Berry Burst, I stamped the little heart and I fussy cut that. And the thank you greeting in Berry Burst. And then I just trimmed this out. And this is probably, if you want to cut your paper to size, this is about 5/8. And then it's about 2 1/4. We're going to trim this just a tiny bit more, but this is going to go on our inside. Also fussy cut, or stamped and fussy cut in black. Black Memento is the little piece of paper that's going to come right out of the typewriter. And I fussy cut that, but I left a little, like a 1/4 inch bottom here, and that's going to give us room to adhere that. Final thing that I stamped and did in advance was I heat embossed the hello greeting. I did this on some Berry Burst cardstock, and I white heat embossed it, and we're going to punch these out. That's going to be a really fun little trick that we're going to do. Okay, one more thing that I want to mention before we get started building up our card is that I am using some new DSP. I am using the Masterfully Made DSP. This is in our annual catalog, and this stack of DSP is stunning. This is one of our more gorgeous packs that I think I've ever seen. It is just a stunning piece of DSP. DSP package, and this is on sale this month for 15% off. Look at how gorgeous this pattern is. You could just make a whole scrapbook page with these. I think this is a really gorgeous pattern too. Those flowers, stunning. So check out this DSP if you haven't checked it out. Look at this one, so beautiful. Look at the other side, has that beautiful peacock, pretty peacock. So there's that paper again. That's the other side of that one, the fresh freesia side. This is one that I've showed you. Just stunning paper. So if you love this paper, look at that side. So beautiful. If you love this paper, shop for it now in my online store. During the month of June 2023, it is 15% off. So you can get it at a pretty good deal this month only. Look at this gorgeous one. And then there's some lemon lime twist on the back. All right, that's the DSP. I'm going to set that aside. Let me throw it down here. I'll set that aside, and we're going to get started on our cards. So this is the DSP that we're using. So I wanted to make you guys aware of that. Let me put those scraps down there as well. All right. So let's start with, we're going to start with the inside piece of our cards. We're going to build that up. So this piece is not Berry Burst. This one is Bubble Bath, and it is 6.5 by 5.5, and then is scored in half at 3 1/4. So on the 6.5-inch side, you're going to score it at 3 1/4. And this is going to make like our inside card. This is going to be the part that you write on. This is going to be your inside card. So I have some DSP that we're going to put on the front of that from that gorgeous, gorgeous package. Let's see, which way does it go? I want to make sure that it does have writing on here. You can't really read it, but I do want to make sure that the letters face up. This piece of DSP is 3 by 5 1/4. So this is just going to go right on to our card base, just like this. Beautiful, right? All right, now I have die cut a few things in advance using the Stylish Shapes dies. I die cut this circle. This is the 3rd smallest circle in Bubble Bath. And with the Give It a Whirl die, I use this heart here, kind of the medium-sized heart, or that's probably the larger heart. I cut that out of Berry Burst. And so we're going to adhere these together. I'm going to use some Tombow Glue. It's going to be a little bit easier to get this adhered. So a little bit of glue on the back of that. And this is just going to go straight onto the center of our circle. Just like that. And then we're going to adhere this down onto this. I love this style of card, this fun fold, because it kind of gives you 2 canvases to work on. You get the very front of the card, and then when you open it up to this piece, you get this piece to decorate too. So you get 2 places to really be creative. All right, now I just cut that thank you into a little flagged banner, and we are going to stick this on as well. So just a little bit of glue behind that, and we're going to stick this on. I'm going to line it up with the edge of the DSP, just like that. All right, isn't that fun? Okay, so this is that card. So we're going to set this one aside, and we're going to focus on the front part of our card now. But let's work on the little tag, because we're going to kind of build everything up on this little tag first. So I have this little tag, and I have the tiniest little scrap of DSP. This is probably maybe like 1/8 of an inch by 2, maybe by 1.5, by about 1.5. And this is this pattern right here. We're going to use this super colorful pattern. That's just the opposite side. And so what I'm going to do is, instead of ribbon, I'm just going to thread this little tiny piece of DSP through here. And then I'm just going to kind of give it a little pinch. And I'm just going to put a little dab of glue just to hold this together. Just a tiny little bit of glue just to hold that up here. So instead of using ribbon to make a little, to decorate your tag, I'm just using some DSP. So no wasted DSP here. All right, let's work on the rest of our tag. I have my little typewriter. I'm going to pop that up on a couple of dimensionals. Now remember, if you want more ideas with this stamp set, my Card Crate this month features this stamp set, so you can get this stamp set along with 4 other amazing ideas to use with your stamp set. But the deadline to sign up for that is tomorrow on June 12th, so make sure that you act quickly. Now I'm going to stick this paper in, and I just use some liquid glue. You could use just some Stampin Seal or whatever you use. This one's just going flat onto the tag. So cute. So it just looks like that paper is back there. All right, now I have the smallest circle from those same Stylish Shapes dies, and I die cut this out of white. When I put the white on there, it kind of blended in, and I didn't like the way that looked, so I thought, well, let's jazz it up a little bit. There's no reason to waste this and die cut another one, so I'm just going to use one of our mini blending brushes and our Bubble Bath ink, and I'm just going to go around the edge, just kind of add some color, just kind of sponge it on. And I actually really like the way this looks because it's a little bit uneven. It just adds some nice color to it, and we really just need it on the edges, so it really is really cute. All right, we're gonna put this on with a dimensional. So pop this up, get a dimensional on the back of that, and we're gonna pop this up just like that. And then when I have that tiny little heart that I fussy cut from the stamp set, and we're gonna glue that on as well. So just a little bit of liquid glue on the back. You could use a glue dot too. If you really wanted to, you could use a dimensional too and really pop this up. Okay, let's talk about our little hello here. Now this is stamped from the stamp set. Remember, I heat embossed this, and I'm gonna take a 1/2-inch circle punch. We don't sell a 1/2-inch circle punch anymore, but you might have one in your stash. A 3/4 inch circle punch would also work. That's going to cut the outside of that circle. But I just wanted these little letters here, just the inside of that circle. So I am using my 1/2-inch circle punch. You might have a die that's this small too, so just look through your stash and see what you have, and if all else fails, you can fussy cut around that circle and it would still give you the same effect. Okay, so we have all of our little letters there all punched out. This is a pretty cute little border too. This actually reminds me, if you did this maybe in a different color, this looks like a little, like portholes on a ship. So anyway, that's another project for another time. I'm going to start on the bottom corner, the bottom left corner of my tag here. And I'm actually going to pull out my tweezers from my embossing tool kit. We're going to start with our H, and I'm going to just stick that on there. It's going to overhang off the side and the bottom just a little bit. I'm going to put in my E. I found that the tweezers worked best for this just because it gives you a little bit more control. You can kind of see where you're putting it. And one of our L's. And I like to put the glue directly onto the tag instead of on the back of the piece, because these pieces are hanging off the bottom and I didn't want anything to be sticky, because then it's going to hold your card closed. And you know what? We need to scoot these over just a little bit more. I think we're going to have too much room at the end. So I'm going to lift these up and scoot them over just a little bit. And they don't have to be straight. They don't have to even be like level. You can kind of toggle them up and down. I think that's really cute too. And then our last one, our O, is going to kind of hang off the bottom there too. So really cute. How adorable that little hello on the bottom is. I think that's just a really fun way to use that. All right, we are going to set all of this aside to completely dry while we work on the front of our card. So this piece is 8 by 3 3/4, and then I scored it at 4 1/4. So we're not going to fold it completely in half. You can see there's a little bit of a 1/2-inch strip there, but I did that on purpose. Now there are 2 ways that you can do this. I am doing it, I'm going to show you the way that I'm going to do it, but you can cut this to 8 1/2 and then just use the border die and just cut one piece of it off. But I had a bunch of these left over from a different project, and so I'm going to go ahead and adhere it this way, which means I'm along that shorter edge. I'm going to put some adhesive here, and then I'm going to bring in that border, and I'm going to close my card just to make sure that I don't go over the border. I'm just going to put that scallop border on there. But again, you can cut directly into this card base with that scallop die, and the scallop border die that I'm using is from the Zany Zoo Dies. It has a great little scalloped border. So you can do however you choose to do it. If you want to cut directly into your card, I would leave your card at 8 1/2 and then just cut that scalloped edge. But this way that we get a fun little scalloped edge to our border, and I was able to use up that scrap that I had. So it's a win-win. So we're going to put this DSP on, and this piece of DSP from that same stack is 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. Look at the back side of that. That is stunning. But we're going to stick with this berry burst side. And I'm going to stick this on. Let's see. Come on, Stampin' Seal. Let's play nice. Man, always in a video, right? Let's see. Hang on. I never really have problems with my Stampin' Seal until we put on a video. And I can see that it's actually starting to run low. There's red tape in there. That means you're getting to the end. And when you get to the end, it does get a little bit trickier, a little bit harder to use. So I'm just going to put that over. And so any other adhesive that was exposed here from gluing on our little scalloped piece is now completely covered up, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's go ahead and get this all glued together. So we're going to glue this card to the inside. So I'm actually going to put some adhesive on the back of this one, and just kind of in the middle. You don't want to extend to the very top and the bottom because those parts are going to be exposed. So I'm just going to put this right against that crease and fold this over to make sure that our inside greeting is all covered up. And then you have another piece inside. And you probably could fit a gift card here too, maybe a gift card right here if you wanted to make this a gift. Okay, let's get our cute little tag. This is going to go right onto our card. I'm going to use dimensionals. I'm just going to use a couple of these. And we're only going to put them kind of staggered in the middle because the top and the bottom of the tag are going to hang off. So we're going to put this on. just like that. Isn't that adorable? All right, we're gonna add some trim. This is a Simply Elegant trim. This is the gold. And in my card crate, this is actually one of the items that you're gonna get. So again, if you love this stamp set, make sure that you are looking into getting my card crate for June that features this stamp set. So I'm gonna tie a knot with this. I found that with this Simply Elegant trim, this metallic trim, it works better if you tie a knot first, kind of like an anchor knot. It gets everything nice and tight, and then you can go in and tie your bow. And I think that that gives you a little bit better results, at least for me. If you are a super expert bow tire, you might not have a problem, but I definitely get better results if I do an anchor knot first. Okay, now if you find that this is wiggling around too much, or you don't, or it starts to slide off, just go ahead and stick a glue dot right under that bow and you won't have any problems. All right, our final touch, we just need a little bit of bow. I'm just gonna use some white baker's twine, and this is from the Essentials Twine pack. You get so many different colors. You get black, crumb cake, gray granite, vanilla, and white. So it's a great little package of baker's twine. And I'm going to make a small little knot, not a big one, because this is just going right onto our tag. So I'm just going to kind of finagle that bow a little bit. All right, it's just a tiny bit smaller. All right, and we are going to stick this on with a glue dot. So I'm going to grab those and I'm going to stick this on. And I'm going to lift my glue dot up with scissors. You can use your take your pick tool, and any part of that glue dot that is kind of going past that knot, I'm just going to kind of fold under itself and then just stick that right onto that little DSP tag that we made. And that, let me get all of this stuff out of the way. That completes this card. Isn't that an adorable little card? It has a little surprise inside as well. I think it's just a card that would bring a smile to anybody's face. So if you love this card, please let me know in the comments. If you've seen this fun fold before, if you know what it's called, please let me know as well. Again, I got this at a Stampin' Up! Event many years ago, this version. So I really love it. If you love this stamp set, remember tomorrow is the absolute last day to sign up for my June card crate featuring the Just My Type stamp set. And I will be live in my Facebook business page on Wednesday with another fun project, and I hope you can join me then. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.